This is M20 to South Ferry. This stop is Broadway and West 63rd Street. Next stop, Broadway and West 61st Street. Transfers available to M5, M5 Limited, M7, M10 and M104. This stop is Broadway and West 61st Street. Next stop, Columbus Circle and 8th Avenue. Transfers available to 1, A, B, C and D trains, M5, M5 Limited, M7, M10, M12 and M104. This stop is Columbus Circle and 8th Avenue. Next stop, Central Park South and Columbus Circle. Transfers available to M5 and M5 Limited. This stop is Central Park South and Columbus Circle. Next stop, 7th Avenue and West 58th Street. Transfers available to N, Q, R and W trains, M7, M31, M57, M104 and BXM2. This stop is 7th Avenue and West 58th Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue and West 55th Street. This stop is 7th Avenue and West 55th Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue and West 53rd Street. Transfers available to B, D and D trains. This stop is 7th Avenue and West 53rd Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue and West 50th Street. Transfers available to 1, N, R and W trains and M50. This stop is 7th Avenue and West 50th Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue and West 41st Street. Transfers available to 1, 2, 3, 7, A, B, C, D, E, F, M, N, Q, R, W and S trains, M7, M42, M104, BXM2, SIM8, SIM8X, SIM22, SIM25, SIM26 and SIM30. This stop is 7th Avenue and West 41st Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue and West 37th Street. Transfer available to Q32. This stop is 7th Avenue and West 37th Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue and West 34th Street. Transfers available to 1, 2 and 3 trains, Long Island Railroad, New Jersey Transit, Amtrak, M7, M34 SBS, M34A SBS, BXM2, SIM23 and SIM24. This stop is 7th Avenue and West 34th Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue and West 31st Street. Transfer available to Q32. This stop is 7th Avenue and West 31st Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue and West 28th Street. Transfer available to 1 train. This stop is 7th Avenue and West 28th Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue and West 25th Street. This stop is 7th Avenue and West 25th Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue and West 23rd Street. Transfers available to 1 train and M23 SBS. This stop is 7th Avenue and West 23rd Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue and West 20th Street. This stop is 7th Avenue and West 20th Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue and West 17th Street. This stop is 7th Avenue and West 17th Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue and West 15th Street. Transfers available to 1, 2 and 3 trains, M7, M14A SBS and M14D SBS. This stop is 7th Avenue and West 15th Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue South and Waverly Place. This stop is 7th Avenue South and Waverly Place. Next stop, 7th Avenue South and West 10th Street. Transfers available to 1 train and M8. This stop is 7th Avenue South and West 10th Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue South and Barrow Street. This stop is 7th Avenue South and Barrow Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue South and Bedford Street. This stop is 7th Avenue South and Bedford Street. Next stop, 7th Avenue South and Clarkson Street. Transfers available to 1 train, M21, SIM7, SIM9 and SIM33. This stop is 7th Avenue South and Clarkson Street. Next stop, Varick Street and Charlton Street. This stop is Varick Street and Charlton Street. Next stop, Varick Street and Worth Street. Transfers available to 1, A, C and D trains. This stop is Varick Street and Worth Street. Next stop, Varick Street and Northmore Street. Transfer available to 1 train. This stop is Varick Street and Northmore Street. Next stop, West Broadway and Wayne Street. This stop is West Broadway and Wayne Street. Next stop, Chambers Street and Hudson Street. Transfers available to 1, 2 and 3 trains and M22. This stop is Chambers Street and Hudson Street. Next stop, Chambers Street and Greenwich Street. This stop is Chambers Street and Greenwich Street. Next stop, Chambers Street and West Street. Transfers available to M22, SIM7, SIM9 and SIM33. This stop is Chambers Street and West Street. Next stop, North End Avenue and Warren Street. Transfer available to M22. This stop is North End Avenue and Warren Street. Next stop, Vesey Street and North End Avenue. Transfers available to M22, SIM7, SIM9 and SIM33. This stop is Vesey Street and North End Avenue. Next stop, South End Avenue and Gateway Plaza. Transfer available to M9. This stop is South End Avenue and Gateway Plaza. Next stop, West Thames Street and South End Avenue. Transfer available to M9. This stop is West Thames Street and South End Avenue. Next stop, Battery Place and Third Place. This stop is Battery Place and Third Place. Next stop, Battery Place and First Place. This stop is Battery Place and First Place. Next stop, Battery Place and Washington Street. Transfers available to 4 and 5 trains, BXM18, X27, X28, SIM1, SIM1C, SIM2, SIM3C, SIM4, SIM4C, SIM4X, SIM5, SIM15, SIM32, SIM33C, SIM34 and SIM35. This stop is Battery Place and Washington Street. Next stop, State Street and Bridge Street. Transfers available to 4 and 5 trains, M55, BM1, BM2, BM3, BM4, QM7, QM8, QM11, QM25, SIM5, SIM15 and SIM35. This stop is State Street and Bridge Street. Next stop, State Street and Whitehall Street. Transfers available to 1 R&W trains, Staten Island Ferry, M15, M15 SBS, M55, SIM5 and SIM15. This stop is State Street and Whitehall Street. This is M20 to South Ferry.